Hello everybody, I would like to welcome you to a tutorial for for Easter journal, and I mean Easter in the earth meaning, when more like spring, because there is nothing like Easter Christianity. There is not anything biblical, so it's probably more about the growing things, the new life. You know, in the spring it's so many babies, animals. I don't know the all words. So this one, it's like Easter slash spring tutorial, the journal and collection for that. I made collection of pages, pockets, book covers, and I hope you will enjoy this tutorial, because I hope you will find this journal very easy to put together, with huge possibilities, how you can change it the way you want, how to cut it easy way, how to enjoy those images the most, like to get the most of these images, and do not get stressed out, and to do some beautiful journal. I put there so many embellishments which you can use for embellishing your pages. I put there, I hope, beautiful images. I really like them, so I hope you will enjoy these colors and this tutorial as well. So I have separated papers which has those two images next to each other. There is 7 papers with the images next to each other. This one, this, this one, and this one. There are those images, and there is one paper with 2 those top images. So I have separated these from that rest, and I'm gonna show you how I cut them. I hope it will be easy to understand. Maybe not right now, but once I will cut the page, I will show you what to do with those not cutted pieces. My printer is printing with the white strip all around. So I'm not gonna this time to cut off that white strip. I'm gonna enjoy that white strip. If your printer doesn't print that white strip around, just cut the papers kind of like on the long side, and that's it. And by that I mean just follow those 2 and what is right next to it, if is it not in the half of image. So I'm gonna cut this one and here straight, including that last part. Here I'm gonna go straight-ish. Like this. This I can save for some small stamps, you know, some numbers maybe, or I can read it off. But I'm gonna keep that page this way. I'm gonna take my scoring board and I'm gonna put my page with that straight edge on my scoring board, and I'm gonna just help myself. I'm gonna score. I'm gonna keep this one like one piece, and then I'm gonna score here. That's one side of this middle page, and here are small lines. So I'm gonna score there and here on the end. So here, score line. Come on, sit, and score here. And score here, and score, and here that end, and score. Now fold this over the edge and keep it there. Here we will have a spine. It's written also here in that page. You will see there a small note that this line underneath, it's a spine here. So you will see that this is spine. So I'm gonna fold that, and I'm gonna fold this over, and I'm gonna keep it here. So my first base page is done. This I will cut it later for decoration, and I'm gonna do same way the next page. Again, I'm gonna enjoy even that white strip my printer is printing. If your printer is printing from the side to the side, you will start to cut right here, around, and straight. But because my printer is printing with that white strip, this time I'm gonna even, you know, be lucky that my printer is printing with that white frame around, that it's not printing from the side to the side. You know, I'm a big saver of paper. I'm always thinking we are throwing so much to this earth, and the earth is going down like very fast way. Have you read those last news about Antarctica and Arctica? How much higher this year was there? Like 40 degrees. It was changed than usual temperature. 40 degrees, it's a lot. It's a huge amount. That change, it's quite huge. So it kind of scared me, you know. We are hurting to our nature, and with those small things, I know it's maybe silly, but with small things, with small steps, hopefully somehow we can help to cure our earth. So now I'm gonna keep this like one piece, and I'm gonna score between those two images. Then here between top and between this images, here is not spine. There will be another images with spine, but this one is not with spine. So here between those two images, here between those two images, here and here. So here I did score already. Here I'm gonna move it on some good line and score. And again, I'm gonna somehow move it somewhere where it will be good for me to score and score. And I'm gonna fold again all these things. Fold this one. Fold this one. And I do have prepared another page. With this, it will be similar. Here you can again see small note that this part between its spine, and there are visible small like lines. How to cut. I didn't want to make them dark, you know, like too black. So I hope you will see that there. But I'm gonna again cut straight these papers. And here, because here is that cheek. So here, I'm gonna leave it up to you. You can decide to go around that cheek and make it up. So you will have here that foldable panel with the cheek head, you know, with the cheek a little bit over the edge of this page. Or you can cut it here like straight, and you will have just normal folds. So here, because I will fussy cut out those chickens, so here I'm gonna cut it straight, but it's totally up to you if you wanna keep them together with this page. Just use your scissors and cut maybe some nice, you know, arcade around that chicken, some nice shape. But I'm gonna cut it off because I will use them as my decoration. So here I will go just down, and at bottom I'm gonna cut off. And again, I'm gonna score this here. Here, where is that spine? Here, where is that spine? And that's it. And I'm gonna fold everything like before. And I forgot to tell you, I made a double-sided print on all of them as my back print. I have used one of the papers from those office papers. I used that grinding paper. And do not look on the colors. My printer had wrong calibration when I printed out. I hope now it's much better, but I didn't print it out twice. Not yet. So here we have another page, and when I designed this page, I kind of was thinking maybe it will be better to write it down. So here I had a space how to kind of navigate you. So do not cut this one. That will be exactly what we did. And here on this page is a spine, and I'm gonna cut straight. So I'm gonna keep including this one. If you wanna use this like your decoration, or I mean like a tag, just cut it between. You don't have to keep it this way, you know. This is just suggestion. If you wanna use it as another foldable page, just keep it all together. But of course you can cut it off and use it like a tag in your journal. This is just suggestion what I would like to show you here. So I'm gonna cut it straight and cut this bottom part off. So I do have piece like this, and I'm gonna score between those two images. So here, then here is spine. So I'm gonna score here, here, and then here. If you do not have scoring board, just use your ruler and help with, you know, to get help with the ruler if you need some help with this folding. But these are just straight lines, so I do believe it can be folded just by hand. And I do have another kind of like booklet prepared. This next one is exactly same. Here I wrote it down, and this one is without spine. You can't see any mark that there is spine, so I will cut it this way, straight. I will cut off this white strip underneath, and I will score here between, and here. So I did cut it straight, kind of like, I don't mean straight here, but I hope you know what I mean. Here straight till the end, and I scored those lines. So now I do have another booklet prepared where I can easily add another pages. So it will make really beautiful, interesting booklet. And again, I'm gonna follow exactly same way. And as I said before, if you like these edges to have them like a tag, just cut between, and you will have a booklet with 2 pages, not with 2 pages and folds. I hope you know what I mean. And I do have here a last sheet where are 2 pages together. This one has a spine again. So I'm gonna keep this all together. So here I'm gonna cut straight. If you need to make their line, because I didn't put there any black lines, you know how to cut it. Just take a ruler, pencil. If you need to, you know, to get some kind of help how to cut it, just before you will start to cut, take a ruler, pencil, and place your ruler on the edge of this line, and draw with pencil just very light line to help you out, you know how to cut it straight. And then continue around the pieces. And here on the end I'm gonna again keep that print with some images. I'm gonna cut the tag kind of ish if I will continue with this straight line. So I'm gonna cut here kind of in the similar, you know, similar direction or spot, like it's on that opposite side. So somewhere here, where is that lamp? And from that lamp, I'm gonna cut a little bit in the angle. Not too much, just a little bit in the angle. To the end. That's it. And here from the other side, I'm gonna go with small angle on the bottom and cut straight. And I'm gonna score again between those images. So here I'm gonna score between those two, here, then the spine, and then here. So I do have another booklet prepared. And then we have this image or this sheet. So here I'm gonna cut off this tab and I'm gonna keep this side with that tag for now. If I will later decide to use this tag separately just to add it somewhere, I will cut it off, but I will definitely use it like another, you know, foldable page. So I'm gonna cut it with this edge, and here I'm gonna cut this one around that tag, and here I maybe will keep also this on the side so I can fold it on the opposite side of the tag and create that pocket. So I'm gonna take my scissors and here I'm gonna cut straight on the edge of that picture. Here I'm gonna follow the tag, so a little bit up, and this tag has straight edges. So it's quite easy to cut it. I like straight edges. It's easy to follow. And here I can actually follow the green tag next to it. So here I'm gonna cut just the bottom, and I'm done with cutting on this, because I don't mind if there will be a little bit more, you know. It means more space where I can put a glue and hang this on one of my booklets, or hang on this one, maybe some envelope, you know, something, or some photo, you know, something. So I'm gonna score here and I'm gonna score here. You don't have to keep this together with that tag. You can cut it off and use it as a tag, but if you will keep it together, you can fold it over and maybe do sewing here and sewing here, and you will have a pocket. Or you can put a glue here and you do have pocket. And with this you can add it somewhere to your booklets, like extra page, but we will get there. We are not there yet. Now I do have this second one. So I already cut this side because I cut right next to that side. So I'm gonna just continue. I try to do this collection as much easy, you know, to cut. And of course with the less possible of cuts. So here straight and here straight and just bottom. And I'm prepared. I'm gonna score between this and this to make it ready. Just score here and fold, and I can use it somewhere in those booklets. And then we have there pages which has pockets. This is for cover, and we do have a few pages where are pockets and some extra pictures which you can use. So I'm gonna cut all these off. So I do have cut out, I think, all of them. The strips on the top of pages in the US letter size papers, I mean in that print, there is one more strips. There is always, you know, a little bit more strips because that page is wider than A4 size. So I cut the strips just all together, and I can use them as a washi tape or, you know, as a strips to decorate pages. And then I do have some labels, these parts, which can be added to the pockets, like decoration. So I do have these two and this one. I do have extra pages here. Cutted. I do have quotes which can go to the pockets, and I do have all kind of you know, postcards and those small embellishments. I left these two frames and those two small images on the paper because now I'm gonna glue it to some cardstock, some heavy one. So I do have here that gray board or chipboard, and I'm gonna use it for the top pieces. These are on the covers, front and back cover frames and those images. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna glue them down straight away on that gray board or chipboard, depends how you call that, but I think it's quite similar thing. And I'm gonna fussy cut out these images. I do have those two frames and those two images. Cut them out, and I'm gonna use the same chipboard for making those, you know, to pop up those images a little bit. So I'm guessing this one can go kind of on half-ish. Yes, here and here. So these large pieces I'm gonna glue to the background of those frames, and I'm gonna cut smaller pieces for those top pictures, and I think this will be enough. I can take off this one. And put the chipboard. And place the chipboard here. And I'm gonna add the glue here. I think, oh, the other way. Okay. I'm gonna put the glue on that chipboard. I placed that there right now. And place it to my frame. Just like this. It will pop up that image. It will look a little bit more dimensional, and it looks so beautiful when you look at those frames when they are kind of like popped up. You can add there even more to make the bigger dimension. So you will need a little bit more of these chipboards underneath, or you can use some foam double-sided tape. To make it work. So now my images can get stick all together before I will be ready to put it on the cover. I do have those chipboards underneath as well, so there will be also a little bit dimension. And then once you have cut out all those pieces, you can start to play. So we do have basic pages. I do have 4 of these pages with the spine, and I do have 3 double pages and 2 of these separate ones. What you can do, you're gonna choose one. So I'm gonna take maybe this one, and here we have one flap, and here we have something like flap. So maybe I will take, this is one with that spine, and I'm gonna take one without the spine. I think here I'm gonna take the rabbit, and I'm guessing I will place them together. And of course you can flip it any way you want, you know, anyhow you want. So to put it all together, I will like to have this top as a long pocket or a deep pocket. So here on this flap, I will choose one of those extra images. Here I do have all kind of pockets. So for this small flap, I will take one of these extra pieces, and I think here I'm gonna actually use this one. Yeah, and it will fit exactly. So here I will put this, and if I wanna have another pocket, I can take one of these small pockets and play. Will this will be nice here? I think maybe it will. So I would open that pocket and first glue that pocket around this page. I will do that this way, I guess. So I will take a glue, put a glue not here on these edges, but from inside, like this. Then I will take my image I wanna have here. This will be top of my image. So with that bottom of my image, I'm gonna slide it to my pocket, just like this, and glue these flaps around. Like that. Then I will take my image, put a glue here, glue this on my folded flap, to make sure it's straight on the bottom and it's matching those sides. It's here, and then I will put a glue here on the bottom of that page, and also here on that side, and fold it over. That way I just created one pocket from here, another pocket from here, like this. And here on that opposite side, I think maybe I will like to have, you know, some picture here. No, maybe I will use it this way, and when it's getting open, then it will be image there. So I will put a glue here on the part of that side, here and here, and place it on my flap like this. And I think I should first distress the edges, which I totally forgot. So I distress a little bit all my pieces to make it much more easy now to work with. So here, when it will be open, I do have this beautiful picture, and I think I can use also some pocket here because it's kind of empty. I can leave it like a writing spot, or I can use another, you know, pocket and glue it right here and to create another pocket. So when it's this way, I can see the part of that pocket. I'm gonna keep it like it is for now. I'm gonna take this one. This will be inside, and here I can add the pocket using these extras, and I can leave this one as it is. And I think I'm gonna do it that way. So I do have those folded sides inside. I'm gonna put a glue. So this is kind of like a puzzle, you know. It's totally up to you how you will put it together, but there is so many parts you can use, and you can change it the way you want. You can place those pages the way you want, you know, find the spot you like for them. So this pocket can be here, and here I can actually put some picture. And I think I would like to have here that rabbit, this one. So where there is, you know, on that strip. So I can use that to hold my extra page. So I'm gonna put the glue here. I'm gonna take that rabbit and place that rabbit. I just need to have a look. If accidentally no good. You know, it will be probably not too perfect to have, you know, this picture here and also here. So I do have this, and now when I will place this small insert into that larger one, we have first signature. Of course, you can add there, you know, normal papers, and that's why this spine, it's kind of bigger. To make sure you can add there the pages. And in the end, if you will notice that inside paper, it's a little bit shorter than those outside papers. It's just because I'm counting with that, you know, with the thickness from other papers. So then in the end, they will be kind of similar once you will slide them behind the elastic band. And now I will probably choose which way I want them. And I think I would like to have this tab, like not immediately second. You know, when I open this, I don't want to have here that tab straight away. I want to have there first some smaller page. So I'm going to place it this way. Then I will have here this opening. I do have here pocket. Then I do have this. And I do have this opening. And I can also add pocket here if I will want so. I can use one of these small pockets. Or I can use some image and glue that image straight away on that background. And here I will have this one. I will put there some just simple green one. Okay, so I'm gonna just test it if I can fit in there. I think I scored that a little bit bigger. I'm gonna fold this side a little bit, just slightly more, or I will try to fit it there. So I'm gonna put a glue on my folds. Glue the pocket right here. Like this. And then here I will have to fold it one more time to make sure I can fold everything without an issue. This way. Good. So I will have opening here, beautiful pockets, beautiful page, opening here and pocket here, opening and pocket here. And you can add as many pockets as you wanted. That's what is beautiful, I think, on this project, that you can really add there anything you want. I'm gonna take again one with the spine and one without spine and do exactly same. Here I do have this flap, so if I will decide to add there some picture, I will take a picture and just add it there. I can use sewing machine, you know, and sew that picture around here, and then I will have beautiful pocket from here. When I will open it, I do have writing space, or I can use again another pocket. I think I'm gonna place it there straight away. So I'm gonna put the pocket here with the chicken. Maybe this one will be nice to have here. Come on, try. What I'm gonna place here. Here I do have this one, so if I will take this, so I do have quite small. I do have here this you know, the top with that side. So what I'm thinking to do, I'm gonna fold that top right behind this white edge. You can take scoring board. I'm gonna just fold it down. And because I do have grit from the opposite side, I should use that grit to make sure it will be straight, that it will be not too badly folded to some wrong angle. So like this. Yeah, gonna distress the edges. And because here I do have this strip, just gonna cut this small triangle here. So I'm gonna use that strip, I'm gonna glue it down. So right next to that spine, I'm gonna glue this first. Like this. And here, because here I do have that beautiful, you know, that writing. So I'm gonna fold it that over the edge to make sure I can fit there. Okay, here it's, you know, a little bit over this fold. So I'm gonna just make it a little bit shorter to fit in there. I'm gonna put a glue here on the bottom of this page. Right here, glue it down. And I'm gonna put the glue here and here. And glue it over the edge here. So that way, so we do have pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. And if I will decide to do this one as with that picture, I forgot where I placed my picture. I can put here this beautiful picture, or I can use just, you know, totally different paper, maybe book page, or maybe some frame, and you can glue it down. So this way you're gonna continue with all parts of your paper and use all those parts, all those pockets and extra pages and glue them the way you want. If you will wanna use, or if you will wanna make, you know, another page in the page, you can use these two tacks, fold this, oops, and just choose the spot. Here I said maybe I will like to have it, you know, like a pocket, so I will just glue it down here and here. But maybe I will like to have this as another opening. So I will probably choose this way to glue it on that extra flap. So I will add the glue here and here and just glue it on this extra flap. Like this. So I can fit to that tack. Gonna close it. And maybe here I would like to have, you know, one more page. So I can glue it right here. So really, the sky is your limit. The way you will glue it together, that way it will be. So this has so many possibilities how you can glue it together, how you can put together all these pages. So then I will have opening here, and I would like to have also something here, of course. So I'm gonna play with all those papers and put somehow together those signatures. So I do have that base of my signatures, kind of ish. I do have pocket here, opening here, pocket here, opening here, pocket here, and I do have opening and pocket, and beautiful tags, opening and pocket here, And same here, small flap here, which I can still use because I still have those papers, so I can still add here maybe something when it will be open. I will have another page, you know. But I will add this to that journal. So I do have base, and as I said, you can flip it, you know, over. You don't have to place it this way. You can flip it, flop it, you know, the way how we are working with those pages. So I do have my base done. I do have lots of decorations which I can add to that journal, extra pages, quotes, and those extra embellishments and those postcards. So I do have lots of stuff I can add in. Now I'm gonna create a cover for that book. When I have created my first book, I kind of accidentally printed smaller. So my first book was smaller because I printed wrong way. But it was kind of, you know, very cute. This is a little bit bigger. The original size should be this way. My book was a little bit smaller, that big. And I think that big. A little bit smaller. So I'm gonna create cover for this one because it's not too huge book and I wanna have that cover kind of like puffy. I'm gonna use classical cardboard for that. So for making the cover, I've got here the classical cardboard box that which comes with any kind of packages. So I cut the piece 15.5 by 6.5 and I started to make marks 4.5 inch and then every single half inch to make 4 spaces. So I'm gonna take my ruler and I'm gonna show you. So 4.5 inch, make first mark, then 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5. Then I moved my ruler on that 6.5 and I went again 4.5 inch, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, and then we have that rest 2.5 inches. Then I make same marks here on the bottom, 4.5 first mark, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5. Then I moved my ruler again with that 0 on that last 6.5 mark. And I marked again from this last one 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, and that rest. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of like score it. I think I can say that I'm gonna score it. I need for that some kind of tool, not too sharp but also a little bit stronger. So I do have here, this is for wax technique, you know, that spoon, I guess, and it does have metal but not too sharp edge, so hopefully that will be okay. You can take bone folder if you have, but I do have quite thick bone folders. I don't have sharp bone folders, so I'm guessing with this it will be just exactly. So I'm gonna kind of press those spaces I just scored. It will be kind of like foldable spine. I'm just pressing that cardboard and I'm using this cardboard box because I want to have that fluffiness, you know, that nice thickness but also flexibility. If I will use chipboard, it will don't have that fluffiness. I'm gonna use my sewing machine, and once I will sew all together, it will make the cover strong enough to hold the shape beautifully, but also kind of like puffy. Not fluffy, puffy. I think the puffiness is the right word I'm looking for. It will be like beautifully cutie thick, like fat. So I'm scoring this. You can use kitchen knife, I mean that dinner knife, I think it's called dinner knife, not with that sharpie edge but with that, you know, opposite edge, and just press it So I'm scoring these. And now I can kind of like fold it. So we will have first spine here. I can fold the opposite side. And we will have the opposite spine here. So it will look like this. I'm gonna show you what kind of material I'm using for my book cover. So for my book cover, I'm using this one. It's shopping bag, kind of like that Utah shopping bag with that waterproof, what is it? Isolation inside, and it's perfect material for making this strong enough, but not too fragile, but strong enough, and you know, cover it with fabric. So this is perfect material. So I'm gonna use double-sided tape and glue it on one side of my this cover. So I glued the piece of that, you know, that bag, that shopping bag, piece of that fabric on my cardboard piece. And I do have here my homemade mix of blue and yellow to give it this beautiful green color. There is a little bit more blue than yellow to make it kind of like in that turquoise color. And I'm gonna put layer of this color on my book cover to match it all together. So first I'm gonna go with this greenery. And I will make a layer of this greenery all around. Not you know, it doesn't have to be fully covered, because I will then add there also white. So it's more like spread of these colors to the sides, to have them exactly on the sides where I need them. And once it's dry, I'm gonna add there white color. And for that white color, I will use brayer. Here I'm gonna cover that print, but I think I don't need that, because I will also sew on the top the decorative papers. So this is more like background, you know, those edges. I'm gonna let it dry. So once it's dry, I'm gonna take my white painting. I'm gonna put a little bit of that white paint on my table. I can wipe it off here. I'm gonna take my brayer, and with that brayer, I'm gonna go just like this on that top of that book cover, and add there that shabby chic look. And I will have a spine, I can see, so I will make sure that spine will be interesting, like this. And I think I'm done with this. I'm gonna let it dry again. So I do have my piece done. I tried to print out my background papers, but my printer is for some reason printing this like yellow green. I'm not sure if I will use it, because it doesn't match, you know, my original image, my original tone. It will be covered with this one anyway, so maybe, yeah, I will have to use it. But usually it's darker. You know, in those designs it's darker. Just my printer have some kind of issue. You can see that it does have lines, and I just put their new inks, so maybe that will be problem. I will have to cover it. Well, I will cover it with this, so I will hope for the best. So I'm gonna cut the pieces for my front cover. So here for my front cover, it will be 6 inches by 4. It will be for front and back, 6 by 4, and for this small piece it will be 2 by 6. So I'm gonna cut those pieces, 6 by 4 twice and 2 by 6 one. So I do have my pieces. I distress them with ground espresso, and I'm gonna use Uhu glue and put just glue kind of like in the middle of that image and glue it on my piece. So here I do have that edge with that short flap. I'm gonna place it there. On the back cover. And I need to make sure I'm gonna be in the middle, so I'm gonna fold the sides to make sure I am in the middle. That's why I'm using Uhu glue, because the Uhu glue allow me to move my piece the way where I need it. Like this, I'm guessing. And a little bit to that side here. Hey, come here. There you go. Like this, and here that front part. And now it comes my sewing machine with the straight stitching. I'm gonna sew these panels into that back, into that cover. So first panel, then I will move to the second panel. If you do have cardboard box too thick for your machine, use your embossing, Big Shot, and went through to flat it down a little bit. Go through to that embossing machine, cutting machine. Oops. Without any cutting or embossing plates, and just flat it down. So I do have sewn those pieces on my cover. I'm gonna flip it over, and with a crocodile and with that 1/8 of inch, I'm gonna make marks in those four panels in the spines. And I need to kind of jump in here because in the video I made a mistake. I will realize it later, but to make sure you will don't make same mistake as I did, please pay attention right now. Those marks for holes you are going to make between those two large panels, not between small panel and large panel. That spine will be clear. We will put elastic bands just between those two large panels. So don't do as I did in the video. Do what I say now. Make those marks for holes just on the spine, just between those two large panels. Please don't make same mistake as I did. I will realize it later, you will see. And I'm gonna make a mark where I should punch the holes. There will be 4 holes, and I will punch it about 1/4 of inch from the edge. Like this and like this. I draw the marks in those panels in my spine, and I'm punching the holes, and I'm doing that before I will add inside paper. Now I am ready to use some inside paper, and again my creepy printer printed kind of too yellow, even if it should be green, but it's kind of yellowish green. I will have to check out my printer, what's wrong. There are new inks, new toners, so it should be okay. I'm gonna put the glue on all inside and cover it with decorative paper. I do have inside that paper. Now, where are those holes? I'm gonna you know, I can see through the light from here where are those holes. So I'm gonna poke those holes through and make them beautiful. So just poking and pushing, poking and pushing till the end. And they are kind of like, you know, bulky. And now I'm gonna take my sewing machine again, and I will sew with zigzag stitching all around. So I do have that zigzag stitching all around of the edge. Now I can take my panels, and before I will add the panels, I'm gonna take my ruler, mark the middle of this short panel. So I'm gonna make a mark in the middle. This is 16.6. It's 8 and 3, somewhere here. I'm gonna fix the eyelet in this spot. I'm gonna fix to that eyelet this trim. I'm gonna use it for closure, so I'm gonna slide it from inside. I did fold it half, so I'm sliding inside that folded edge. I'm gonna open it, go with those two edges through, and I do have my closure done. And now I can put on my panels. So this will be like front panel and this will be like back panel. Here I do have already that extra chipboard, so I can just put there a glue. So I glue it down, and I realized that here to put that piece of chipboard was mistake, so I took it off. I've got here one of these images from that collection. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna glue this frame on that paper, and it will be peeking out all around, which is good. I want to have that look all around. Like this. So from that opposite side will be this one. And here I'm gonna use my scissors and cut piece of the cardboard about 1 inch wide, I think, and I'm gonna cut it how big? That big. Yes. So here I'm gonna put a glue on this 1 inch strip of cardboard, and I'm gonna glue it over my eyelet thingy with that ribbon and let it dry. And on the top I'm gonna glue this frame like this. And here I'm trying to keep, you know, the size of the frame kind of ish like here. Now I'm gonna take elastic band. I've got here 1 millimeter thick elastic band, and I'm gonna fit that elastic band to those holes. So I'm gonna go from inside, outside, outside, then back to inside. Go there. Come on, go there. And down and back. So I'm working on first 2 holes. I'm gonna cut the elastic band and make a knot. So first 2, And then those next two of them, again, from inside, outside, then to that hole, next to that. Next, down, up, go outside, and oops, inside here, cut. And I do have prepared elastic band for my pages, so now I'm gonna a little bit fold the spine on my pages, and I'm just gonna fit them to my journal, and that's done. Now it's time to decorate your pages, add there all those beautiful images, use washi tapes, stamps, you know, all that stuff we have, laces, and decorate those small beauties and enjoy it. And you have your journal done. Hopefully this is holding well now. And because, you know, you still have a space in there, you can add any kind of papers. You can hang on the end of the ribbon some decoration, and also sew some decoration on your cover if you want. So this is just small. I think it's very cute, this journal. Small journal, pocket journal with spring theme. I'm gonna say spring theme because it's more about, you know, new life, about growing everything again after how it's pronounced in English, hibernation. Maybe I'm saying that wrong, but you know, after winter everything was sleeping, so now it's everything waking up. And I think this journal, it's mostly about it. Yes, it does have our our Easter traditions, but those are mostly traditions welcoming spring, you know, welcoming new season, welcoming season full of life. So that was all about with this mini journal. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you found some inspiration, and I really hope you will like this style of journal, that it's easy to cut and you do have so many embellishments in there. So thank you so much for jumping in and for watching. I wish you a beautiful day. Take care about yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.